they are 6 laps down from the leader, and we are 14. The guys who
We've gained a lap on the car in front of us too. Because when I started the stint, we were 4 laps off of, now we're 3. The BNBN Racing.
Bien, bien.
Yeah, bien.
Très bon. C'est français. Québécois.
Are you? That's not. You're not from French Canada, are you?
I'm from Northern Ontario, which is like 50% French.
Gotcha.
But where I live now is 1% French.
You said you were outside. Well, outside. Closer to Buffalo, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up outside of Rochester.
Oh, okay.
So we used Canadian quarters and stuff.
Oh, really?
We were pretty dang close, yeah.
That's why you're such a Bills fan.
Yeah.
I've been there for a couple Sabres games, but
yeah, they pretty well linked with Buffalo. Obviously, they were the team, the hometown team, and growing up, going to 4 Super Bowls in a row didn't hurt.
wow.
And then,
I didn't know about
the
franchise.
Sabres. Yeah, Sabres are popular, obviously too, and especially so because we have their AHL affiliate in Rochester.
Oh, okay.
They went elsewhere for a bit, but they're back.
Is AHL's a farm team, or is that?
Yeah, exactly. It's like the next level down.
Yeah. Like we got a lot of junior hockey, which I guess would be like NCAA.
Gotcha.
OHL, WMJHL, QMJHL. I think that's kind of, well, NCAA is pretty good too. Guys come from all over.
Yeah. Hockey confuses me. Like I feel like at least with baseball, I somewhat understand the minor league systems.
Mm-hmm.
But hockey, it's like I can't tell. Like the drafts confuse me. Like I feel like some people get drafted, but then they don't actually ever play for the team, and then they get drafted like 2 other times. I'm not sure how all that works. Or like football,
Yeah.
you get drafted, and then that's it, and then you're on the football, NFL team.
I've always thought of it like baseball. So baseball, even most of the guys that get drafted, they go to AAA.
Right.
What's AAA?
It's like after you graduate college, it's like one step below the like top level pro that you see on TV.
It's
Is there a
pro
lot of, like,
ball.
old
You're getting
dudes
paid
and
to
stuff?
play baseball, but it's the minor leagues. So most baseball franchises have, well, they all do. AAA, AA, single A affiliates where they develop their younger players, or
Yeah,
send,
so like,
yeah.
sorry, continue.
No, I was just gonna say, or send their older players / injured players to rehab.
Yeah, that sounds like AHL.
Yeah, and then like most smaller cities that can't support a like MLB team, they'll have a AAA team. So like we have the Durham Bulls.
Mhm.
So and I don't know who they feed into, but they feed into a pro team.
Yeah, we've got Hartford's got a single A team, no, I thought they were single A, but they're in the Rockies organization. So all of the Rockies prospects, which is great because I'm a big Rockies fan, but I can just go down the road and watch them play when they start allowing fans again. We used to, in Sacramento's got a AAA team that fed the San Francisco Giants, and they had a couple, whenever their big names would do rehab stints, they would just sell. I mean, it's usually pretty tough to get tickets anyway, but like Madison Bumgarner or something like that got sent down for a couple rehab starts. It was crazy.
Yeah, my city's big for. We have the Ticats, CFL, Canadian football.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which, yeah, they're fanatics here, and I've really been wanting to go since I moved here. But then COVID happened.
You're right.
Now, what team did was it Johnny Manziel that was like the super prospect, and then he went to the CFL?
Yeah,
I don't know.
that was.
He was like a number 1 round quarterback draft pick.
Yeah. Well, he kind of did not do well in the NFL, and then he had all those off-field issues. So he went to go start for whichever CFL team for a bit. But who was that? I feel like it was somebody else famous in the NFL played there for a while.
Well, I know Tim Tebow obviously left the NFL and went to baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he ever made it to the major leagues or not, but I know he was AAA or whatever.
Yeah, he was in the Mets organization, I think. I think he officially retired.
I'm sure he made enough money with his books and appearances and whatever else.
Yeah.
He was shocking, though. I don't know how you go from winning Super Bowl or national championships like he did to that kind of pro career.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about football. I'm sure someone who knows more than me knows why.
Yeah, the caliber of that's like much lower. The linesmen still have part-time jobs. Most of them do.
What was that?
The linesmen still have part-time jobs.
That's kind of, and Chris probably knows more than me on this. That's kind of how AAA is. They get paid nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That like what, like 25 grand a year, 30 grand a year?
Yep.
Yeah, that's about on par, maybe a little bit more for.
They actually, MLB just did a huge restructure, and they got rid of a lot of minor league organizations and realigned some of them. And they did it under the guise of like money saving, but I mean, like you were saying, those guys make peanuts.
I never understood though why baseball doesn't follow the football model where they come straight out of college. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because you don't see basketball like
Right,
basketball.
same thing.
They can go pro at a young age, I think, unless they change that. But they still come out of college primarily.
Yeah, I think they changed the rule where you can't go. You have to have like X amount of years in college before you can join. But because like you used to be able to go away from high school. But either way, yeah, it's much more. There's no like minor league affiliates that feed basketball, football. So you either make it or you don't, or you're playing like semi-pro somewhere.
Yeah, basketball. I know it's real popular to go over to Europe, to the European leagues, if you don't make it in the NBA.
How many laps left, Carrington?
6.
Car's still driving all right. I didn't jack it up too much.
Yeah, it feels fine.
We've got some next level engineers working on our car here.
What was that?
We got some we pay our pit crew well, apparently.
Yes. Why would he saw me going to the outside there? One of these guys, one of these times, especially if our car's like super messed up, I'm just gonna keep going over.
That side looks very skinny. Let me try that way.
5 laps now.
I know how the
Lost
oh,
skippies.
never mind, I got the game on right here. I've watched very little March Madness this year, and apparently it's been crazy.
March Madness is on. I don't really watch sports that much.
Now, whoever's next in the car, just bear in mind that you are 3 or 2x at the moment from getting a 30-second time penalty.
Great.
I mean, if it's not you or Nikolai, it's gonna be me. So, what is it? I mean, the time penalty. Is that like applied at the end or?
I thought it was a black flag. You have to like a stop and
you
go.
gotta come in and serve it. Okay, makes sense.
And yeah, we're all still gonna get 4.99 safety ratings.
I hope so. I don't know.
We might lose safety rating at this rate.
Oh my god, if we lost safety rating, that would be wild.
I wouldn't put it past us. It's per driver, right? I mean, I feel like.
Yeah, so the last race we did, I ended up looking into it, and it appeared that it was the laps you did, the incidents you received, determined your safety rating.
Gotcha.
So, like, the laps I do don't affect y'all's rating.
Interesting.
Hey Chris, are you streaming? Can you share your stream on the Discord?
Yeah. I think so. Let's see how I do that. Screen. I can share OBS.
OBS. No idea what that is.
Yeah.
So you're not on Twitch right now?
Yeah, it's on Twitch and YouTube as well.
Oh, that was a big lightning outside my window.
Oh god, are you gonna lose power?
It ain't gonna hurt us. It's 100 laps to the guy behind us.
Oh, Chris, I just meant to share with some friends. I got your YouTube link.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. I'll take that down.
Good news is, guys, we're 1 lap away from catching people. So whoever's next may actually get to battle.
Oh, good luck with that.
What do you got? 3 laps now?
I believe 3 laps to go.
Okay.
There you go, Nikolai. You can use either one of those.
Yeah, I just should have just Googled it in the first place.
Very good communication. Alright, they're back.
Oh my god, crew chief just said, "You're better than this, the car's better than this, get it together."
Listen to him. I think it's pretty obvious the car is not better than this.
I'm extracting all I can out of this car.
Pretty sure there's duct tape on it. I'm not really a super fan of this track. I gotta say.
I'm not either. I say bulldoze.
Alright, I'm back.
It's at least with Bathurst, it was interesting to be out there lapping, but
Well, we're in Florida.
that's yes, we were talking about that earlier. That's
It's a whole big flat land of nothingness. Two to go.
Alright, I'm
That-
ready.
24 just like not sitting in the green paint. On the
Please don't
setup.
remind me.
Oh gosh.
Looks so bad.
It's, it's like, so is that a decal layer, the green patch?
Yeah, but it was showing me as the number block was in that position that I moved it to,
Huh.
or thereabouts. I shouldn't have messed with the layer.
Yeah. Weird. Because there's two different, right? They do it. There's like IMSA and then like non-IMSA.
Yeah.
It's annoying. There we go. That's the stuff. You get that 50X yet?
It's like a 52.
I really don't think that was my fault.
No, he got in the rear.
Alright, I'll just come in this lap.
Okay.
Box.
We can repair the damage. We can... Well, actually, I think I have to come in this lap because I'm not sure if it'll... Can you pit while having a black flag?
Oh, that's a good question.
So I might have to pit, serve the black flag, go out, do one more lap, then come back in.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What the fuck did you do?
What was that?
I
The
blame.
guy said, what the fuck did you do?
I blame this completely on Carrington for getting that black flag.
Let me get on that communication once I get out of this car. It's gonna be like real life where I'm running over to his car.
Zelenia.
It's all yours, the car. We just have a drive-through, so you may have to go out and then drive back through.
Okay. Only 21 seconds.
It really does
Alright.
not want Nikolai to be in the GT3 class, by the way.
I'm gonna jump up and go walk around a little bit. I'll check back in a little bit.
Shake it off. All right.
What time y'all want me back here, just so I can make sure I'm 100%, like 20 or 30 minutes early?
Well,
Yeah,
if
Chris
we're
is
doing,
gonna hop in next.
yeah, if you do an hour.
So you are blind or what? Is he PMing you guys too?
Who?
Yeah.
Oh, just me?
Oh, I got messaged earlier
If y'all
too.
want, I'll come back and check like within an hour, hour and a half.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure,
are we just doing like rotation?
Yeah, that works for me.
Nikolai, me.
I know the sunset you wanted to do, so whenever the sunset is, just let me know and you can jump in wherever that's at.
Alright, yeah, sounds good.
So it'll be
Yeah, I'm not.
at least an hour for your stint. Or thereabouts, I guess.
I'll keep Discord available. I just need to step away from it because like my back and whatnot.
Yeah.
Just post in Discord what time y'all want me back in the car, and I'll be there.
Okay. Yeah, I think it'll probably be an hour 45 or so. I don't mind going next, so.
All right, and because I'll be away from my computer, I may run an errand real quick. I'll just type in the Discord like, hey, do y'all need me when it gets close? And if so, I'll come back.
Okay. And yeah, when we do the swap too, we'll try to post it in there.
All right, that works.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be back in a little bit.
All right.
See you in a bit.
See you. Yeah, I completely spun it off of wherever that corner is before
Sunset?
the straightaway. No, it was the corner before that. It was just one of those, I lost traction and then the car was like, yep, we're going into the wall. Okay.
That was on your final lap too. Huh?
Right. I was like, double stint, getting ready to bring it on in, and no, gotta get the meatball. Oh, of course.
What does he want? What do you want me to do?
Exactly. Running off the course. So annoying. Is it giving you a black flag? Or did
Yeah,
we
I got a
serve
black
it?
flag.
Okay.
Hopefully the tire selecting and stuff won't. Pit service time. Shit. Oh, that's
You
another
had
pit
fresh
stop.
tires.
A fresh tire.
That's funny.
Oh, I should have just driven straight through. Oh, next time.
Yeah, right, exactly. Next 50X. Woo!
All right.
It's that
Rough
one.
start.
It's that one fresh tire.
So I'm going to drive through this time, but I'm not going to touch the pit box. That was the problem.
So that didn't count as serving it?
No.
Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna step out for a minute too.
Oh, good.
Shall return. I think.
Hopefully this black flag goes well.
How's it going?
Yep.
Yep.
Proper.
Good stuff.
Yeah, kicking it back here in 13th. Yeah, that penalty was just served by driving straight through.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. That's our first penalty, so I don't know what I would have known what to do.
I should have just read the name. Maybe next time it'd be fun to be a GTE or something. Feeling a bit more like a windshield.
Yeah, I've always wanted to give the LMP2s a chance, but
people love that car.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Is that right? Is the leader is up by an entire lap? That's crazy.
On the next LMP car?
Yeah.
I mean, over 200, or they might be at 300 laps. Possible for sure. Oh. Sorry. He's got third place right there.
It does get a little tiring getting past all day long.
Yeah.
Trying to get out of people's way.
Past Carrington's first stints, I don't think we've had a single, oh, this is scary. That's the guy who BM'd us. I should have held him up a bit more. I don't know, man. How can you run into the back of someone and then DM them like, "What are we doing?" Driving a slower car than you.
Can you turn off those like I know you can mute the audio, but can you turn off text messages too?
Not sure.
I've gotten messages before where it's like, ooh, that's exactly what I did. 100% exactly what I did. And then I had to Austin Powers it.
Straight.
That is exactly what I did. Is it giving you...
No meatball yet.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, frame for frame remake. Only it gave me the meatball. I mean, it doesn't look any worse. It actually kind of looks better. you may have fixed the front end a little bit. Crazy.
See how the top speed is on the next back straight. Have you been running any of the multi-groove stuff at Atlanta?
Say that again.
I guess there's a new update that's allowing multi-groove racing.
Oh yeah, so not Atlanta, but I had a league race at Kansas, and that was always traditionally the High Line was the fastest. It's a wide-ish track, but it was one lane racing basically, and it was actually really cool. You could run the bottom, you could run the top. We had people run in the middle, and yeah, it made it a lot of fun for sure. So I know Kansas works. I'd heard good things about Atlanta, but haven't been there yet.
That must totally change things, basically, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The big difference in the league race was being able to pass on longer runs, because especially on longer runs when your tires start wearing out and there's only one fast groove, then it becomes like dang near impossible unless you try to wreck the other guy or hope that they make a mistake. But yeah, when you can run the top and get a run off, and yeah, it made it a lot of fun to watch. They broadcast it, and it was a good time. There was ARC, so I run the ARCA cars, and they also have the Cup Series, and it was the same thing for them too. So it seems like all the cars kind of benefit from it. But I mean, for me, the bottom line was certainly faster. It's not like equal lap times per se, but it just opens up opportunities.
Right. Kind of seems like the oval stuff is getting more love than the road.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think NASCAR's pouring a bunch of money into it, so.
And I don't really know if there's any competition, right?
No, not really. I mean, you look at anything other than NASCAR, whatever heat game is out there right now.
Yeah.
It's,
that's like a Simcade game, isn't it? Like sort of like the F1 games.
Exactly. Yeah, they don't build themselves as a physics simulator sort of thing.
On the simmer sort of side of things, though, right?
I mean, they have competitions, but it's more in line with like Madden tournaments and stuff like that. It's not. The NASCAR drivers, they're not popping in NASCAR heat to practice for the race.
I mean, that's what's so cool about sim racing, right? It's hard to portray to people too. Like Max Verstappen won the iRacing Bathurst 12 Hour.
Right. Kick ass at that.
Yeah, unreal.
Yeah, I think the IndyCar update too was good. The Indy drivers are a lot happier about it, and they're doing their IndyCar challenge Wednesday nights now too. Real world.
But is it
drivers
full field?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if it's like spot for spot, but certainly a lot of them. I
heard murmurs that there was going to be some sort of F1 partnership.
I mean, they gave it a bunch of attention, right? They got got all the updates for the McLaren. I guess it was about a year ago now. But yeah, I find it hard to believe that FIA or F1 or whoever is pouring as much money in as NASCAR is. But if they did, I'm sure they'd get the attention and love. I think worldwide, obviously, the fan base wants more road stuff, but
I mean, wet weather's coming, right? That's something else that's hard to imagine.
What's that?
Wet weather.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, people have been begging for rain forever, but they try to, everybody's like, trying to read the tea leaves and get that confirmation bias, like the rubber compounds, like all this is I even saw a theory about the smoke being some sort of test bed for
Some volumetric.
yeah, right, exactly. So all
But
good
I was hearing
thoughts,
the
but-
opposite, that wet weather compounds would come before soft compounds, you know?
Mhm.
And there's no doubt that they're putting out way more content than they were
Oh yeah.
before the pandemic, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, bad for society, but good for iRacing.
Oh, man. And that's what brought me back into it. Surprising number of the people in the league, too.
I had oh geez. Somebody's dying in the background. So I have been a member for like 2 years or something like that. But I mean, I've taken like 6 months at a time off from it. So I've always enjoyed it, but it just hasn't been nearly as big of a part of my life as past year for sure. I certainly would never have ever guessed I'd be doing endurance team racing. Promise you that. Or in our case, endurance team surviving.
Yeah, racing's definitely a stretch.
How much time or how many laps?
20.
Yeah. We get down to around 10. I'll fire up the VR and all that.
Cannot wait to get rid of this Oculus.
You got something else coming?
No, it'll be a while yet. Once I upgrade my desktop, but so
Gotcha.
many software issues with this.
Yeah.
All the time with the room scale Guardian thing. All the time. It
Yeah.
wants me
So I had the Oculus, and I've got the G2 now. But either way, it's like it's just not as when racing with triples is like you just turn it on and you go. I like
Yeah.
there's zero issues like that. Even now with the G2, it's be a pain in the butt.
Have you had triples?
Yeah. I prefer it honestly for most things, but I know it's not as immersive or whatever, but it's
It would be
from
nice.
a user perspective. I like not having that huge thing on my head. I like having actual real world situational awareness.
You can see the beer you're drinking.
Yeah. The way that I race, it's not
Yeah.
it's a little more tailor-made for that, I guess.
But obviously the depth and being able to like look
Yeah, I
over
mean,
your shoulder at the
I'm-
car passing you.
I'm faster with VR, obviously. But the only other thing really though is oval racing in traffic. I actually do prefer the triples
Oh really?
because I use my peripheral vision a lot, and
see.
you can't really do that. Yeah, in VR.
because I was going to say one of the immediate things I found is running nose to tail. It's way easier with VR.
Yeah. So I guess I will say that yes, that depth perception, knowing exactly how, or at least having a much better idea of how close you are to the car in front of you. From that perspective, it's easier. But when you're side by side, and I can actually use my peripheral vision to see where the other car is big. But yeah, you know, just trust your spotter, I suppose.
I was saying to Carrington, if I'm not busy with a project at work, I think I'm going to do the Indy 500.
Nice. We did that last year. That was a lot of fun. We usually just hang out in the audio chat. I say usually. We did that. We did the Daytona 500 earlier this year. And that one's not bad, the Indy 500. It's once you get used to the, you know, aero push and when you need to start backing it off a little bit, it's like not very technically demanding.
It's just hard to find time to like do all these things.
Yeah, well, I get it.
Longer term, I could see myself maybe just doing special events. That wouldn't be a bad way to go.
Yeah, I think that's well, like Chris, you know, with the winter challenge there, that was the only thing he was really doing. It's just, you know, once a month, try something new and different. I've essentially stopped doing public races. It's either league or special event stuff. But it is tough, to your point. You know, like some of those guys in SNS, they're skippy drivers. They focus on that and get really good at it. But I like to just do a little bit of everything and not be particularly good at any one thing.
One of the knocks against sim racing is it's not necessarily relaxing. You know, it's not easy.
Right.
If you want to get better, there's certain things you can do which are more relaxed, but it's still, you know.
Yeah, no, I mean, especially if you're, I think anybody who does it at least has a little bit of that competitiveness, you know? So, like, it's easy to say, oh, we're just going to come out here and run some laps, but you still want to do well, you know? You still want to not just be a hazard on the track.
That's the tough thing with the Skippy League is sometimes I'll have a lot of time to dedicate and I'll start feeling like I'm building steam and finishing better and better, but everyone else all the time is constantly getting better. You know? The whole field.
Yeah.
It's really hard to keep up.
One step forward, two steps back. Yeah, I mean, that's, you know, I think that's why I just enjoy doing a little bit of everything is, that is the challenge for me, and I feel like I'd go crazy if I was trying to just pick one car and try to get better and better. Because there's like diminishing returns at some point.
Yeah.
And to your point, like sometimes you have time to put into it, and sometimes you don't. So
we're up to 12th.
Like I'm never gonna be the world's best skippy driver. That's the really ironic thing. I don't remember the last time I did a skippy race.
And it's funny with something like that because it's stressful is not the right word, but difficult to run the same car all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also easier, at least with a car like Skippy, where for a long time I was lining up every Monday night for the first public session just to be, I don't know, had a natural sort of tendency for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I could perform really well and then watch myself develop as the week goes on. Whereas when it's new cars all the time, it's a bigger challenge to get to the point where you're race ready.
Yeah. Well, I think that's Carrington's able to do it where he just jumps in. He's like, let's go do this race. I'm like, dude, I don't even know how you do that. I don't even know this track. I've raced here before, but like I need to I need a few practice laps. At least with oval, I feel like I'm at the point where I know most of at least the normal schedule, the tracks well enough that I can jump in and do well enough. But yeah, road, I'm definitely not there. That's the other thing too. I'd love to get more into dirt oval. Every time I go race dirt oval, I have a blast, and just no time.
Yeah, the Chili Bowl was super fun. Although it was definitely a sprint race.
Yeah.
You know, it's knocked out of the consolation race before I could even blink.
Yeah. Well, I think that's I had a half a mind to instead of doing the winter challenge stuff, just do a dirt oval league. But I feel like if we did it more regularly, it would be less annoying to get knocked out of the consi so early. But yeah. And it is tough to find a group of folks who want to, to your point, even though there's like a month in between races, because it's something new and different, everybody has different expectations for themselves. I've had like a lot of people just win a race because they're like, I'm not very good at this combo. I'm like, yeah, I know. Well, I know that wasn't the intent. It was to be good at it. Just we're all out there
literally though,
supposed to have fun, but I get it. You don't want to go out and feel like you're just struggling the whole time, because that's not fun.
Yeah, the F1 cars were a bit much for me.
Yeah. Yeah, those are
Same
a lot.
With, do you remember that week 13 at Sonoma?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Man, I put in a lot of practice and I just couldn't get it. That was frustrating.
Yeah.
That was maybe
Well,
just not a good.
That
good
track
layout.
and config was not great for the car anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fun. I enjoyed it. It was cool with the, different compounds, tire, and trying to strategize like that. Add a little bit of that mental aspect to it, but it would just take so much to get good.
Yeah. Even the F3s, if you've driven that car much, it feels awesome. But the pubs are wreck fests, and it takes quite a bit to get reasonably up to speed.
If you like those, you should check out the I'm in a F3 league that
really?
it's about halfway through the season. I just started racing in it, but Jack Moffat's in it, Walter I think is in it, and Jake Ashe, some other guys, but they race every other week, which I love. It gives you a little bit of a break. And the racing's a little cleaner because it's smaller fields and league racing and all that. So.
What's the format?
They do right now, I think it's like a 40-minute race and then a 20-minute sprint race after that. Pit stop on the main race. I think they might change it up and make them a little more equal in the time department, but and it's fixed setup, so you don't got to worry about that.
Pit stops just for fuel.
Yes. Yeah, I don't think anybody really changes their tires, but unless
I
you
think,
like, destroyed
yeah.
them or something.
I think 40 minutes is around what the officials are, and they're getting to the end of the tire life, but definitely not
Right.
done, you know? It's worth saving your tires during the race, but it's not worth pitting ever.
Right.
That's what I love about the trucks.
The NASCAR trucks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. 13 laps.
All right. I'll probably shut it down here and get booted back up, so I'm ready to go. I will be back.
All right.